session. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start today kneeling. All right, so I want you to be kneeling. Obviously, if this doesn't feel right, then you can put something underneath you or just modify as you see fit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And up, back, and down. You're going to inhale to bring the arms up. Exhale, reach them out to the side. Then you're going to bring them down to your side. You're going to slide forward and stretch the body out and come back up. So we're just warming up. So we're going to lift, reach the arms out to the side and slide forward and come back up. So we're going to lift and reach and side and up. Lift and reach and slide and up. One more time. Up and out and slide and up. We're going to bring those hands forward into a kneeling position. Okay, so making sure the hands are underneath the shoulders there, lengthening out through the body. And then we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale, tucking the tailbone under. So we're just stretching out that lower back. Really good if you've been at your laptop all week. And then we're going to go back the other way. So we're going to exhale to tuck under. Inhale to go back. Exhale to tuck under. Inhale to go back. Now keeping a nice straight spine, you're going to bend the elbows, nose to the mat, and up. Inhale, lower, and up. Inhale, lower, and up. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to tuck under for 3, and going back, and tucking under, and going back. Going a little bit faster to get that heart rate up. Under and back, 3 press ups, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Another 3, tucking under and going back, tucking under and going back, and tucking under and back. Last 3 press ups, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, well done. Then from there, I'm just going to go forward a little for you. You're going to slide your right leg back. You're going to lift it up. You're going to make sure that your hips are square, so we're not rotating that hip. All right, we want to work the back of the leg. We're going to lower the leg down and lift it up. Lower it down and lift it up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg up, and I want you to extend your left arm straight out. Now we're going to lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from there, you're going to take your left arm to the side and bring your right leg to the side. It's going to really challenge your core, this. And then you're going to go back to the start position. So left arm goes to the side, right leg goes to the side. And back. And 2 more. Coming to the side. And back. And coming to the side. And back. Well done. Bring the arm in, bring the leg in. Let's slide the other leg back. Here we go on this side. So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Let's take the right arm out. So you've got right arm out, left arm behind. We're going to lower that left leg down and lift it up. Lower it down and lift it up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take the leg to the side and the arm to the side simultaneously and back. Good. And again, going out and back. This is quite a challenge, isn't it? Out and back. And one more, out and back. Well done. Bring those hands in, bring that leg in, and you're going to turn around, lying on your back. We're going to go straight into our pelvic curls. So bring those feet quite close to the body, hands down by your side. Taking a breath in, you're going to breathe out, tilting the pelvis, rolling that spine all the way up. You're going to inhale there at the top and exhale, coming all the way down. We always do these because it's really important to move through all the muscles of your back, especially in a lockdown when we're sitting down a lot. Inhale and exhale as you come back down. Deep breath in and exhale to tilt and roll that spine up. So really push up through those legs. Inhale and exhale to come down. Good. Deep breath in and exhale to tilt and lift up. Inhale and exhale, coming down. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale, tilt and roll that spine up. Inhale and exhale as you come down. Now take your arms out to the side. Let's lift our legs into a tabletop position. So shins are parallel to the floor, hands out to the side. Make sure your ribs are down, so you're pulling in on those abdominals. And then here we go. We're going to inhale as we go over to the right hand side and exhale as you come back to center. So inhale, going the other way. And exhale back to center. Good. Inhale over and exhale up. Good. Inhale over and up. So really try and use that breathing so you're focusing on engaging the core. The exhale is when you pull the belly button in. That's activating all those muscles deep in your abdominals. Good. Over and up. Now we're going to hold it here and we are going to put our hands on our right knee and extend the left leg. So I promised you energizing exercises today, so we're going to do lots of these sorts of things. So we're going to lift up. So you want head and shoulders lifted, lifting as high as you can. Try and get your shoulder blades, or at least the top of your shoulder blades, off the floor. We're pulling this knee in, sending that leg out. Take a breath in, exhale, switch the legs. And switch. Now really stretch your legs out so you can see those thigh muscles working. That's what we want. Keep going. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Let's take the hands behind the head, supporting your head and neck, lifting up. Continue. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here. Try and lift a little more. And I want you to take the opposite elbow towards the knee so you can really feel that stretch and that twist in the body. Take a breath in, switch sides. And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in, rest that head down. If you need to release your neck, you can just roll that head side to side. And we're going to bring the feet down. You're going to have them quite close to the body, palms down. We're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to exhale to lift straight up into our bridging position. And I'm going to give you 2 options today. So you can either lift the heel and lower the heel, keeping that pelvis in the air. You want to work harder you're going to lift the leg and lower the leg. You've got to make sure you don't start to drift down low, okay? So you've really got to keep pushing up through that leg. So here we go, lifting the heel of the leg. We're going to exhale, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that foot down. Let's go on to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that foot down. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way down through the spine. And we're going to extend the legs out. So this will be a challenge for some of you, I believe. We're going to do the roll up. So we're going to try it from the lying down position. If it's too hard, then you can put your hands underneath you to help you come up. But what we're going to try is take the arms overhead. Take those ribs down. So really think as if you've got a very tight jacket on. So you're really engaging all the muscles around the body. And then we're going to inhale, moving the arms, head and chest. Exhale to scoop the tummy muscles in, coming up into our little C curve. So that's the shape of my back, it's like a C. Okay? And then you're going to inhale there, exhale, you're going to go all the way back down. All right, so we're going to inhale, moving arms, head and chest. Exhale to come up. Inhale there. And exhale to come back down. If you need help with this one, you inhale. As you exhale, you put your hands underneath. You can even do it with the knees bent if you wish. Inhale and exhale to come down. I'm showing a little bit more advanced moves today because I know you wanted that from last week. Inhale and exhale to come back down. Deep breath in and exhale up. Inhale and exhale, coming back down. Next one's the last one. Deep breath in and exhale up. Inhale and exhale, coming all the way down. Let's take the arms out to the side. Let's bring the right leg up and we're going to do our leg circles. So this is to condition the hip so you can have the knee bent if you're tight in the back of the legs. Or any issues with your hip, keep the leg bent. If you're able to, you've got flexibility, you can have it as straight as you want. All right, if it's completely straight, you can have the foot flex like this. Okay, so hands are out to the side. We're going to inhale, take the leg across the body. Exhale, circle around and up. Inhale across and exhale around and up. Inhale across and exhale around and up. Across, down, around and up. Across, down, around and up. Across, down, around and up. One more. Great, let's reverse the direction. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. One more. Well done. Then from there, wherever that leg is, you're going to take hold of that leg. You're going to lift your head and chest up. You're going to point the toes if you can and just try and draw that leg towards you so you can feel the stretch down the hamstrings. You're going to take a breath in, breathe out, draw the leg towards you. Deep breath in, exhale, draw it towards you. One more, exhale. Now inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to switch legs. That's it, and then coming down, taking up the position for your leg circles on this side. So here we go, we're going to inhale across and exhale around. Inhale across and exhale around. Across, down, around and up. Across, down, around and up. Two more. Remember, we're keeping that pelvis as still as we can. So we're really working those core muscles. Let's go back in the other direction. Inhale and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. 2 more. Well done. Now taking hold of that leg, lifting up. We're just going to stretch that leg towards us. So let's point those toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale and release. Exhale. Inhale and release. One more. Exhale. And release. Well done. Now you're going to bend that knee. You're going to bring the other leg up. All right, and we are going to take the hands, interlace the fingers, put those hands behind the head. We're going to do some core work now. So you're going to take a breath in, bringing the knees in. As you breathe out, you're going to send those legs out. Deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. In and exhale out. In and exhale out. 2 to go. Well done. Bend those knees, swing the legs, and bring yourself up to sitting. Okay, let's have those legs out in front of us. So I'm going a little faster today because I just want to get that heart rate up, get you sort of moving and flowing. So we've got our feet apart. Any tightness in the legs, so you can have those knees bent like this. All right. And we're going to do what's called the saw in Pilates. So you're going to take your arms out to the side and have your palms facing forward. Then I want you to rotate to your right, bring that left arm across. Imagining you're going to saw off that little toe on that right foot. So you're going to reach forward with that left hand and at the same time reaching back with the right. Then you're going to come all the way back up and bring the arms back to the center. Then we go the other way. So you're going to inhale. Exhale, reaching down to the little toe. That's it. So you're reaching down. You're keeping both sit bones on the floor. That's the idea. And center. So don't let your hips, your bottom move. You're just rotating the top half down. Lift up and center. Rotate and down. Lift up and center. Rotate and down. Lift up and center, rotate and down, lift up and center. Well done. Now bring those hands behind you. Let's have those knees bent. Let's have fingers can be pointing in. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can turn your fingers out like this. Just don't turn them back, okay? All right, so we want a nice straight line with the body. We're looking straight ahead. You're going to breathe out, pressing up. So we're going to our strength work again, lifting up, and then you're going to inhale to lower down. So we're going to exhale and lift, and inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, and inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. 2 to go. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower, and exhale, lift, and inhale to lower. Well done. You're going to come onto your side, and today I want you to be kneeling up. I'm going to have to be a little careful because I'm on a reformer bed here. Okay, so we're going to take one leg out to the side like so. So hopefully this is your right leg, and then you're going to take this arm down like so, and you want the hand underneath your shoulder. Okay, and then this hand is going to go up behind your head. All right, so the weight is now going to move over onto that knee and that leg, so you can bring this leg up. All right, and then from there you're going to inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to lift the arm up, nice little stretch there. Good. And then you're going to take the hand back behind the head. This is where the challenge comes now. Flex the foot and try and bring the leg forward. Point it and take it back. Bring it forward and back and faster. That makes it easier. And back and forward and back and forward and back. Last one. And back. Well done. Even I am shaking. Bring those knees in. Come down. You're just going to release by just dropping the head forward for a moment. And then you're going to come on up. Let's do the other side. So take that leg out to the side. All right. Then you're going to take the arm over. So make sure weight is in here on this arm. Hand behind the head. That's it. And then we're going to lift the leg up. Good. We're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Flexing the foot, you're going to bring it forward. And back. And breathe. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. Last 2. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. Well done. Come on in. Turn around. And just sit your body down for a moment into a nice relaxation pose, we call it. So just taking that head down. I'm hoping you're a little out of breath now. I know I am. Good. All right, so come and lie on your front. And again, as we are doing a lot of sitting down at the moment, we're going to do a little bit of back work. So we're going to have the feet slightly apart. You're going to have your elbows bent. You're going to draw your shoulders back and down, and you're going to tuck your chin a little, just so you lengthen here through the back of the neck, okay? And then from there, you're going to take a breath in. You're going to exhale, starting to lift up until you can feel the weight on your elbows. Now you can stop there, and if you want to go further, you press into those hands, and you just go as far as feels okay for you. If you want to go all the way up, then please do. Just make sure you don't collapse in the tummy. Yeah, you want your tummy pulling in. You want to feel your hip bones coming off the floor. Then take a breath in and breathing out. You're coming all the way back down. Let's try that again. Deep breath in and exhale. Draw those shoulders down. Extending through that back through the spine. Think of that spine lovely and long. Coming up as far as is good for you. Inhale. And exhale. As you come back down. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale. Pushing up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back down. Good. You're doing really well. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Lifting up. Very good. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back down. All right, and then from there you can put your hands underneath. You're going to come up to your kneeling position. All right, we're going to do those little tuck unders. So we're going to take a breath in. We're going to exhale, tucking under. Little release of the spine. And going back. So we're going to do 3 and 3. So 3 tucks, or 3 pelvic tilts, or 3 cat stretches, whatever you want to call them. And tucking under. followed by 3 press-ups. So make sure your back is extended, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, tucking under. Exhale, tuck under. And come back a little bit faster. Come under. And back. Come under. And back. 3 press-ups. 3, 2, 1. Last time, tucking under. And back. Tucking under. And back. Good. And tucking under. And back. 3 press-ups for 3, 2, 1. How are you doing? Still okay? All right, we're going to come down. We're going to do a nice stretch now for the thighs. So you're going to have your feet slightly apart. You're going to bring your left hand around and underneath your forehead. So you're going to place your forehead on it. Bend your right leg, and you're going to reach around and grab onto the top of that foot or the ankle. Okay? And then from there, we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to press that foot away from you until you feel a stretch in the front of the thighs. You're going to inhale and just bring it back down. So we're going to exhale, press away. And inhale to come back down. Good. Exhale to press away. And inhale to come back down. Well done. Let's release that leg and let's go on to the other side. So taking hold of the other leg. All right, very important to stretch after we've been working hard. So take a deep breath in, exhale, press out. And inhale in. Exhale, press out. And inhale in. And one more, exhale, pressing out. And inhale in. Well done. Let's release that foot. All right, we're going to turn over. All right, we're going to finish with some abdominals today. All right, so we're going to lift the legs back up. Nice tabletop position. And we're going to put our hands on the top of our knees. You're going to lift your head. Now, any issues with the neck, please put your head down. Otherwise, your head is staying up and it's going to look straight ahead at your thighs. Your arms and legs are going to go in opposite directions. So you're going to inhale, reaching the legs and arms in opposite directions. Exhale, circle the arms and bring the knees in. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, little flick of the legs. Bring yourself up to sitting and see if you can have your feet in the air for a little balance. So you can either leave your legs here. If you're feeling like you want to try a little something more challenging, you can bring your legs as straight as you want, keeping that back lifting up. So looking towards those feet, let's take the arms away, draw the shoulders back, and we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can lift the arms up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring those legs down, bring the bottom of the feet together and just flex forward, pressing down onto those knees, those thighs, so you feel a nice stretch in your hips. Inhale, exhale, pressing down. And one more deep breath in. And exhale. Pressing down. And then just going to slowly unravel that spine. And then we'll finish with a little stretch. So I want you to bring your right foot in towards you. In fact, let me turn towards you because it's probably easier for you to see. So right foot in, like so. Left foot can either be here or you can take it right over. All right, and then you're going to bring that right arm around, left arm behind, lift yourself up, and then you're just rotating towards that knee. Hugging that thigh in towards you so you can feel that nice stretch through the spine, through the hip, through the hamstring a little as well. Well done, and let's change legs. Okay, so whatever works for you. Making sure you've got both sit bones on the floor. And you're going to bring that hand around, other hand behind you, lift up, and a gentle rotation around. And come back. And well done, everyone. That is your live session today. So that was a body positive session. And the idea of that session was to make you completely focus on the movement and the exercises, not on how you look. So I'm hoping now, just take a moment and just note how you feel. I'm hoping that you feel warm, you feel like you've worked quite hard, you feel like everything's loosened up a little bit, and that's what Pilates is all about. Yeah, it's about making you feel good in mind and body. All right, so thanks for joining me, and I'm going to come and have a chat to you all now. All right, so this is your opportunity to ask me any questions, especially if you've been trying to get hold of me on the messages, because I'm trying to get up to date with my messages, but I've got about 4,000 messages that I still have to answer. Oh, somebody's coming in. Hello, thank you very much, husband. And my dog, my little dog Boo, likes to come in, so if you're not used to the chat, you'll see a dog occasionally. She'll say hello in a minute. You stay there, that's a good girl. Okay, so yes, if you've got any questions, now's the time to ask me. And I just want to say to you, could you please, if you enjoyed this session today, press the thumbs up button, because that really, really does help me. The more likes I get, the more help I get from YouTube on trying to build the channel. I also have some news for you about the garage. So if you could press the like, that would be great. If you could subscribe if you're not already, that would be really helpful, because I need to build my subscribers up. What I want to do is try and get to 100,000 by April. I think I'm at about 75 now, so but that would really, really help, because it means I better spend more time doing this. So yeah, with YouTube, there's lots that you have to do. If you don't upload regularly and if you don't do content regularly, they give you less help. So any help you can give me would be great. When you subscribe, all it means is you'll get a notification when I'm doing a new video, when I'm going live. And at the moment, I'm only doing that once a week or so. So you won't get lots and lots of emails from me. So if you could, that would be super duper. And yes, if anybody wants to donate today, if you look at the chat, you'll see that there's some lovely people have donated. You can donate right now on YouTube. If you look down the bottom of the chat, you'll see there's a $sign and there's a little smiley face, and both of those are ways you can donate. So you can buy a sticker, so you can see on there, for example, the lovely Yvonne Thorpe. Good morning, Yvonne. Thank you very much. Has donated $4.99 with a little emoji saying, how's it going? And we've got Sylvia, who's donated £4 and has got an emoji with a cup of coffee. Thank you very much indeed, Sylvia. Much appreciated. Excuse me. Thank you to you both, because I know you donate every week. So you can do that. And then the other way you can support the channel is to buy me what they call a virtual coffee. So I have a site called Ko-fi. My husband's probably put the link in the chat, but you'll also see it down in the description here below. And it's basically the equivalent of a cup of coffee. So in British money, it's £3. And I get some of that money, and all that, the bit that I get after PayPal take their commission, goes into the renovation of my garage, and that's what I needed to update you on, because those of you who I know follow me regularly, and you're wonderful. Thank you so much for your support. The garage is taking a bit longer than we thought because we've hit a few issues, just building issues, but it's all being done, and I'm hoping by the end of this month I'll be back in there. Well, as soon as I get back in there, I'm going to be doing some standing workouts. That's the only reason I'm not doing them now, is this room is too small. And as many of you know, I had quite a major foot operation. So things are getting a lot better on that front. So I'm hoping come the 1st of February, we'll be back in the studio, lots of space. I'm going to do lots more things for you. So that's all that stuff out of the way. What I want to know is, how did you find the session today? Because I made it a bit harder because that's what you asked last week. So if that's working for you, do let me know, because I base kind of what I do each week on the feedback I get on the chat. All right, so I'm going to go through the chat now. And first of all, do the thank yous to Yvonne and Sylvia, who I thanked already. Sandra, good morning, Sandra, has donated $4.99. Thank you very much indeed, Sandra. Virgo, thank you, Virgo. Virgo has donated €10. And she said, you're my #1 fan. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you very much. Virgo is in Portugal today, I believe. Margaret Scott has donated £5 for today's class. Thank you very much, Margaret. Much appreciated as always. Lovely to see your name come up. Wonderful. And Anne Hillier, I've got it right this week, Anne Hillier has donated $4.99. Thank you very much, Anne. And I love your emoji with the dumbbells. That's super. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to have a quick look through and see who was with me this morning. So names I recognise definitely are Wendy Grantham. Hello, Wendy. Good morning. Lovely to see you. Wendy's in France. Judy Hogarth. I know, Judy, you're in Dorset, aren't you? Hello to Judy in Dorset. Lovely to have you here again. Thanks for joining me. Margaret Quinlan. Good morning. Kathy Freeman in Berlin. Oh, how's the weather in Berlin? Is it still really cold? I'd love to know, Kathy. Do let me know. Joan Rudder, good morning, Rachel, on this snowy day. Oh, have you got snow, Joan? Oh, okay. Where are you? Love to know where you are. Josie Briggs, greetings from Yorkshire. Hello, Josie. Lovely to have you here. Anne from London, good morning to everybody. Madeline Bird, good morning everyone from a cold, frosty Market Harborough. Looking forward to the class. I hope you enjoyed it. Well done for coming today. So nice to see all these familiar names now, because I'm getting to know you, which is really good. Irene Aldred, good morning. Hello to you. Tiona in France. Hello, Tiona. Lovely to have you here. And also good morning to Joy Whitlock in Leicestershire. Nice to have you here, Joy. Debbie Todd, good morning, everyone from Wiltshire. Isn't it lovely that people are all over the country and all over Europe who are coming to this class now, which is wonderful. I hope you're all holding up there in our current lockdown situation. It's getting quite tough, isn't it? So I think the more we get into some kind of daily routine of exercise, and I've noticed, and this is a big confession, I'm going to tell you this, I've actually put on weight during the lockdown because I'm not going out anymore. Because before lockdown, I was teaching in different studios in Chiswick in West London. And so I used to spend a lot of my time walking to and from different studios, going home, having something to eat, going back out to another one. And I realized all that activity I'm not doing now. So I'm getting into my routine, a daily walk, to kind of get out of the house, get some fresh air. Obviously, I have a dog now, which is great. So I've got a good reason to go out. But yeah, so I think what I was going to say was, because this is a body positive session, is although I put on weight, I'm trying not to get stressed about it or worry about it, and just think it's just the lifestyle we've got. All our lives are so different right now. And so that's kind of what I want to say to you is, please don't worry if you've noticed changes in your bodies during the lockdown. Inevitably, everybody is physically doing less than they were before, because we're very restricted with what we can do and where we can go, which is almost nowhere at the moment, isn't it? So if you can try and just get into regular Pilates, even a daily session of 10 minutes would be great, and that regular walk each day, and try not to dip into the chocolate, because that's what I do. I dip into the chocolate at the end of the day, then I think that'll be really, really good for you. Anyway, enough said about that, confession time and all that stuff. Okay, so where do we get to? Jenny Hudless. Good morning, Jenny. Lovely to have you. Got the right time today, she says, all ready and waiting. Well, I hope it worked for you. The lovely Anna McDougall in Ealing. Good morning, Anna. Lovely to have you here. Cold but bright. Yes, it's kind of cold but bright where I am at the moment. I'm hoping the sun will come out today. Karina Perry. Good morning, Karina. Hello, Karina in Mallorca. Oh, you're in Mallorca. I wondered where you were. How fabulous. Yes, Karina sent me a lovely email yesterday with the list of all the exercises that she's been doing. So I'm very, very impressed, Karina, with that. Really good. Good morning to Mike Werrett. Hello, Mike. Lovely to have you here. Let me know, Mike, how that session was for you, if that worked for you, because I'd love to know. Carol Barnett, or Carol Barnett, I think Carol, is that correct pronunciation? Says, remembered it this week. Good morning all. Grace O'Malley in Ireland. What a fabulous Irish name. Grace O'Malley, lovely to have you here. Cheryl in Chiswick, needing a bit of energising. Well, I hope you're energised now, Cheryl. We did put quite a lot of strength-based exercises in that one, so you're probably going to feel it quite a bit in the shoulders today, I hope. A lot of weight-bearing exercise, that's to help you burn the calories, but also kind of keep that strength going while we're doing less. So that was the plan for the class today. Diane McFadden, good morning from snowy Northumberland. Hello, Diane. Carol says, good morning on Freezing Friday. I'm actually here again, ready to go. Well done, Carol. 2 weeks in a row, fabulous. Madeline Woodhead, good morning and happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. So nice to have you all with me today. Lily Mars, good morning from sunny Spain. Good morning, Lily. Lovely to see you there. Hope the weather's okay for you out there and everything is tickety-boo in your world. Isabel Straubos, I hope that's the correct pronunciation, says, hi everyone, a healthy and happy Friday to you all, and especially to Rachel. Well, thank you so much, Isabel. Lovely to hear from you. Jenny Mitchell, hi, how do I buy your cup of coffee? New to this. Okay, hopefully you saw that Kerwin, my husband, answered you. So that's the little link there beneath your name, Jenny. And essentially what you do is you click the link, it takes you through to Ko-fi. And on Ko-fi, you don't have to have PayPal, because a lot of people say, oh, I need a PayPal account. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can go into PayPal, make the payment, and you can do a checkout as a guest. So you don't have to become a member of PayPal. So just so you know, that's how that works. Caroline Ford, good morning. Always looking forward to Fridays. Rachel and Waitrose. Big plug for Waitrose there. Yes, good to get shopping on a Friday, isn't it, Caroline? Yeah, we get our Saturday mornings. So Saturday mornings when I get excited for all the food arrivals. Ruth Enright, good morning, with a lovely emoji of the sun. Thank you, Ruth. Tony Bryant, hello, Tony. Tony's in Yorkshire. Morning, thawing me out. Morning, thaw me out, please, Rachel. Been out in the snow. You've got snow in Yorkshire. How amazing. I hope it's looking pretty up there. It's such a lovely part of the world, isn't it? All right, moving on from Tony. So lovely hello to you, Tony. Sandra Ellis has donated $4.99. Thank you. Good morning to Joan Redicam. Lynn Humphrey. Good morning, Lynn. Says you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you. Well, you're really, really welcome. I really hope these sessions work for everyone. I've done 38 of these now, so that's every week. Can you believe it? Since lockdown last year. Can you believe we're saying that now? So yeah, so I'm going to keep going. So make sure you turn up next week, 10 o'clock. I'll be here. Lovely to have you here. Thank you, Lynn. Jenny Sim, hi. We'll have to leave and I'll do it on video later. No problem. Thank you for checking in, Jenny. Linda Verney Thompson, good morning from the Cotswolds. Good morning to you, Linda. Lovely to have you here. Okay, so I'm going down. You've had some snowy snowy days in the Cotswolds, but no actual snow yet. And we have Irene Papadi. Good afternoon from Chios in Greece. Good afternoon, Irene in Greece. How lovely to have you here. I hope you enjoyed our session today. Do come again. And maybe you on the chat, you can tell us a bit about yourself at some point. That would be super. Cheryl says she's duly energized. Lovely to hear, Cheryl. Hopefully that'll help you get on with the rest of your Friday. Debbie, oops, I've lost my chat. My chat does jump around very quickly. Wow, I've missed out a load of people. Here we go. Sorry, going back now, trying to find where I was. So where were we? We were Judy, weren't we? Just bear with me. Debbie Todd. Okay, Debbie Todd says, thanks. That was just great. What I needed, feel stretched and energized. Good. Ranjit, brilliant. Loved it. Yvonne Thorpe says, oh, that was very challenging for me today. Oh, I hope you managed okay, Yvonne. Lily, wow, that was challenging. John Turnbull, thank you, Rachel. Great class. You're welcome, John. Thanks for joining me. Linda Eisenwater, really enjoyed the more challenging session. We'll do it again on Sunday. Brilliant. Great idea, Linda, because that's one thing I did want to say to you all. If there's a live that you enjoy, don't feel that, I've done it now, that's it. Go do it again, because the whole point of Pilates is the more you do, the more in touch with your body you will get, the stronger you will get. And that's what we want, yeah, to bring you all up, to be really accomplished Pilates devotees. That's what I'm hoping to build out of you all, lovely super people. Okay, so Linda Eisenwater really enjoyed the more challenging session. Okay, Amber, love the work and thank you. That's Amber Jablonskis. Hello, Amber. Lovely to have you here. Glad you liked it. I should do more of the same by the looks of it. Sylvia Mears, that was a challenge and I do feel warm. Wish I looked as elegant as you, but hey ho. Thanks again, Rachel. Well, you're very welcome, Sylvia. And I'm sure you look fabulous. I'm sure you do. Glad it was a challenge. See, I think when I hear you telling me it's a challenge, that's good. That means you feel like you are being pushed a little, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to be hard on you, but I want to gently push you so you get stronger and more accomplished at this movement, because when you eventually get back out in the world, your lives are going to feel so different with all this new fitness that you've got. So glad to hear it's a challenge, but not unachievable, which is great. So I'm going to think up some more challenges for you for next week. Joy Whitlock says, yes, challenging for me too, but still very enjoyable. Good to hear. Thanks for letting me know, Joy. Valerie Vincent, thanks a lot. I feel great, stretched, strengthened, and energized. Greetings from France. Well, greetings to you, Valerie, in France. Lovely to have you here. Debbie Lee says it was perfect. Wendy, that was a great session, Rachel. Quite challenging for me in parts, but that is what we need. Good to hear, Wendy Grantham. Thank you very much indeed for telling me that. Brian Green. Brian says, I'm 75 and follow your classes 6 days a week, but that was too fast for me. I don't feel I really got the benefit. Fair enough, Brian. Well, maybe that's a good to note, that level's maybe not right for you right now. But as you know, Brian, you've got lots of other classes on there. Also, Brian, I wanted to let you know that I am going to be filming a new seniors standing class. So bear with me. It's just I haven't got the room to do it in here. So I'm going to try and set it up and do it in a different room sometime in the next week or so. So that will be a standing exercise, be perfect for you. So keep an eye out for that. Lovely to have you here. And I will be doing, Brian, a Pilates for seniors live one afternoon this month. I just got to check my schedule, so keep an eye out for that as well, because that might be better for you in terms of the level and the work that we're doing. But I'm really glad you came. Good for you. Fantastic. Margaret Scott says, challenging but good. Missed the beginning, but we'll try again. Anne from London, delivered as promised, was able to keep up for 90%. Well, that's brilliant, Anne. That's great, because that means you could do most of it and a bit of it was a challenge. And that's kind of where we want to be. We want it to be achievable, but a bit of a challenge, because when it's a bit of a challenge, then you know your muscles are being stretched and strengthened, and they will get stronger. If you can do it already easily, then it's not quite right for you. You need something a little bit more challenging. So that's why I'm trying to gauge who's here each week and what your level is. And most of the feedback is telling me that what we did today and last week is more what you want. So I think I'm going to move forward kind of on that kind of basis. And for those people that it's too hard, do let me know, because I'm going to try and start doing some more uploading soon, where I can put in some more gentler sessions. All right. Jude Roberts, thank you, Rachel. That was brilliant. I feel much more energized for that. After that, fabulous. Jude Roberts, you're a star. Oh, bless you, Jude. Jude, bless you, thank you very much. Ruth Enright, coffee donated. Lovely session, thank you, Rachel. You're very welcome, Ruth. Thank you for coming. Joe Redicam, that was wonderful. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. It's been super to have you here. So we've had a few more donations since I started the chat. So Josie Brace has donated £3. Thank you very much indeed, Josie, and I love your little thumbs up emoji. Margaret Scott has donated £5. Thank you, Margaret. Really nice. Anne Hillier has donated £4.99. Thank you very much indeed, Anne. Virgo says, good morning to all from a sunny and warm in the sun Algarve. Great class as usual. Thank you, Rachel and Cohen. Well, thank you, Virgo, for coming along today from the Algarve. Yvonne Woodhouse says, loved it, just need more room. I found the side leg raises difficult. What can I do to help flexibility with this? That's a really good question, Yvonne. So the side leg raises, they were when we were kneeling, weren't they? So I would say for you to try the same exercise lying down, which is the way we often do it, is lying on your side. Shall I show you? Let me just show you. So if doing it this way, this is too challenging, the way you can warm up and build your strength or adapt, if you want to do another version, is to lie down this way and do the same exercise like that. And you can also do the one that I did after, with the foot flexed, coming forward and going back. So that's the way you can adapt it. So if you want to go back and do it again and just try doing it that way, that will help you build up. And for that one, it's what it does is it's working the muscles on the side of the leg and the side of the hip, and also one of your gluteal muscles. So really, really good for you. And obviously you're going to get a stretch on the inner thigh with that as well. So that's a good way to adapt it for you. So I hope that helped you, Yvonne. Sue Samble says, great class as always. Thanks, but I couldn't do the side leg lifts as too tight. Can you recommend stretches to improve this area? Okay, Sue, sorry, because that's similar to the question for Yvonne. So I'm going to recommend that you do those same exercises lying down on your side. Okay, and it's you need to stretch obviously the inner thigh muscle, and it might also be a strength related issue, because a lot of people find it hard to raise their legs sideways, mostly because a lot of traditional exercise is moving forward and moving back, isn't it? And if you think about it, we don't move sideways naturally, we move forward or we move back. So side work, which we do in Pilates because we believe that you should work the whole body. Lying down on the side and doing those leg raises is a brilliant way, and to be honest, it's the best way to work towards what we did today. And it's very effective. It's good functional movement. So that's what I would recommend for you too, Sue. Corina Perry says, I'm listening to my body and left out some of those. Could you remind us when we should be in neutral to avoid strain? Thanks, Rachel. Fantastic as ever. A cup of coffee coming your way. Thank you very much, Corina. And yes, good note. I will remind you in future about the neutral position. Yeah, sometimes we forget, don't we, about engaging in that core. And I think particularly when you have the legs out, that's when I notice a lot of people forget, because they're looking at their legs going out and they're forgetting that they're not engaging their core, and then the pelvis tilts and then you start to feel it in your lower back. So always think about drawing in when you're doing anything like that. But I will remind you in class next time, Karina. Thanks for letting me know. Madeline Burr, thanks Rachel, that was a lovely session and quite challenging. Diane McFadden says good pace. Thanks. Carol Longman says, thank you Rachel, I started a little late but enjoyed the class. Some challenges but all good. Great to know. Jenny Hudler says side leg exercise was difficult, very tight. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Quite a few people have found that side work quite challenging, which is really interesting actually for me. So I'll have a think about that for next week. Josie Briggs says, nice and challenging, had to modify some of the exercises. Great exercise session. Well done, Josie, for modifying to suit your body. That's what I like to hear. Kathy Freeman, always look forward to Friday mornings. Now I'm 67, found it doable with just the right amount of challenge. Well done, Kathy. Brilliant. Really glad to hear that. Margaret Quinlan, hi Rachel, is it okay to do the small ball workout video with osteopenia, and to what extent should the ball be inflated? Okay, great question. Right, there's two really good questions there. So I'm going to get the ball first of all so I can show you. Right, so osteopenia, for anyone who is interested, this is Margaret Quillen has asked this question. So osteopenia can be the precursor to osteoporosis. Osteoporosis means your bones become a lot more fragile and brittle. Osteoporosis is actually where you start to get holes in the bones, and so they can break very easily. If you get it in the spine, which can be quite common for women post-menopause, we lose a lot of bone density, but further down the line when women get into their 60s, often that's when those issues come up. If you have osteoporosis, then you absolutely should not be doing anything bending forward, okay? So this movement, when you've got osteoporosis, is an absolute no, don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, and I do have videos on the channel for osteoporosis, which are safe. I did a live stream not so long ago, I think, yes I did, which was osteoporosis safe. So if you've got osteoporosis, go do that. Don't do any flexion. Osteopenia, Margaret's a really good question, whether you can do it or not. It depends where your osteopenia is. When you're lying on the back doing the tilts, for example, with the ball underneath you, that's absolutely fine. That shouldn't be an issue for you at all. Again, it might be that you just need to be careful with flexion. So it depends on that video, how much, because I think I've got 3 ball videos now. So off the top of my head, trying to remember what's in them, but if there's a lot of flexing forward, you might want to modify that. I'll leave a little bit of that out. I think the 15-minute one should be okay for you. So yeah, listen to your body and see how it feels. I do have a couple of clients with osteopenia who do flexion, particularly of the lumbar spine, and that seems to be okay for them. They have it in the upper back, so just depends on where it is in your body. But for you, Margaret, remember that you need to keep your bone density up. And bone density, keeping the bone density is weight bearing. And this is for everyone. You need to weight bear to build strong bones, especially women who are older and men who are older as well. Over 60, I'm talking, you've got to do it. But for women, you should be doing a strength-based work from your 30s, because you start to lose bone density in your 30s. So the strength base is a lot of the stuff we did today, where you're weight bearing your own body weight on your wrists, on your legs, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I've digressed again, haven't I? Margaret, the ball. Here's the ball. So I'm assuming you've got one of these. It's a 7-inch, it's called a 7-inch over ball. These are really good, everyone, by the way. They're very cheap. They're only about £5 to £7. And you can do some really great stuff with them. I've got 3 very good workouts. If I say so myself, I enjoy them because I feel they're really good for the core on the channel with these. And can you see you've got, let's turn it towards you. There we go. Yeah, so this is where you blow it up. All right, if I turn it sideways so you can see the shape of the ball, and I'll show you how squashed it is. Can you see? So you don't want it. It's a ball that's lost a bit of air. Can you see? That's more or less how I have mine. So when I'm lying on it under my pelvis, it's kind of like this. And I hope you can see that okay. I'm trying to get it in the camera for the right angle for you. And that's kind of what you want. Because underneath the back, it's super nice, particularly if you've got sore lower back. When you work with the ball, it really, really does help. I do 1 class a week with the ball on Zoom, and it's one of the ones I really look forward to because I know it feels good for me too. So I hope that helped you, Margaret. Moving on, Carol Neath donated £5. Thank you very much, Carol. Says great session today. Margaret Quillen has donated £2.99. Thank you very much, Margaret. Linda Moon says, yes, that was a great session because it was a bit more demanding. It is colder, so we need to get warmer, and we eat well over the festive period without you, so have many calories to burn. I know how you feel. Yes, calories to burn. So yes, good. So again, I think that's definitely a thumbs up, isn't it, everyone, for more challenging sessions. So I will move you along steadily. So next week we will do a session of a similar level with challenges in. So I'll try and make sure that it's challenging, but you get a bit of rest, challenging, bit of rest. And I think that's the way to kind of move through those kind of sessions. But great, I'm really glad you like it because it's nice to be working a little harder as well. Amber says, good evening, Rachel, from Sydney in Australia. Very hot here. Oh, Amber, I wish I was there. Sounds amazing. It's really cold here, Amber. It's about 4 degrees, 5 degrees, something like that. And I'm sure you're the opposite side, aren't you? I think you're in your summer. Excuse me. You're in your summer whilst we're in our winter. But lovely to have you join us from Australia. Thank you very much indeed. So Sandy McClure has donated £5. Thank you very much, Sandy. Lovely to have you here. Susan Mitchell says, great workout, Rachel. Found some bits challenging, but that's a good thing. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Anne Warburton, thanks very much, Rachel. Was challenging. Linda Eisenwater has donated £1.99. Thank you very much, Linda, with your lovely cool emoji. That's fabulous. Amber's saying, first time here. Thank you, Rachel. Well, Amber, welcome. Do come again. We love our Australian friends. Had many of the last big lockdown that you had lots of people from Melbourne joining me on Fridays, and that was really cool, actually. So yes, do come along again if you'd love to join me. Susan Mitchell, actually doing more exercise through online workouts and walks with dog. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, so that's good, isn't it? If you've got more time, you can do more exercise. That's wonderful. Well done, Susan. You have to let me know what dog you've got, and I'll have to show you mine at some point. She's asleep at the moment. Tony Bryan says, thanks, Rachel. I've noticed my hips are really tight. Couldn't do those side leg lifts too well. Overall flexibility much improved thanks to regular Pilates. Which of your vids are best for hips, please? Well, I think, Tony, what would be really good for you would be to do my deep stretch session, which we did last year in the lockdown. It's called Deep Stretch, and it really is a big stretch on the hips and all of the leg muscles. So I would say go and check that one out. And it's probably a really good one to do after a session or after a walk or after you've done something so you're a little bit warmed up, and then go into the session. I think that would be a good one for you to do. Susan Ray says, hi, how do I donate? I can't see anything that allows me to contribute. I'm on live chat on a phone. Susan. Oh, hi, Susan. I don't know on the phone if you can see all of the live chat. So there's two ways. If you can see the live chat on your phone, you may see the signs down the bottom. So there's two signs. I'm on my laptop to give the sort of the best quality I can for the picture. But there are on the bottom, the very, very bottom of the live chat, that's where you can donate. So if you're signed up to Google, you can donate there. If you want to do it later, you can see that my husband has posted a link just below. If you look just below Ranjit's donation, you'll see my husband, Cohen Hack. He's put a link there. That's to the Ko-fi page. And if you click that link, it takes you to Ko-fi, and it's really simple. It just says, would you like to buy a cup of coffee? And you simply just click and put your details in. It's very, very simple. So maybe have a look at the Ko-fi, because it may be that the chat on the phone, I'll have a look actually. I'm not sure on the chat on the phone what you can actually see. So I'll have a look at that and let you know next time. Thank you for coming. Kate Stevens, looking forward to doing this class next week. Happy Friday from a dull Cambridge. Kate, sorry it's dull there. Hopefully it's going to pick up and the sun will come out for you. Sarah Harvey, have you got advice for a hip bursa? Loving your Pilates. Hello, Sarah. For hip bursa, so I am thinking you've got hip bursitis, which is, excuse me, I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning. So I've been talking a lot this week. So yes, hip bursitis. I'm going to make the assumption that that's what it is, because we all have bursas in our hips, and they can get, it's like a sack of fluid, and it can get inflamed and irritated and become very uncomfortable. So what you need to do is gentle stretches for that, Sarah. So I'm just going to show you, really simple. In fact, we did one today, but you can also do it on your side. So two ways you can do it. You can have the knee bent, bring the foot up and come back. This is stretching you right here. Yeah, where it is. So that's one we can do it very gently. So you take a breath in, you breathe out, and then you send that leg back. And then the other way you can do as well is you can be kneeling up, foot forward, square your hips up because we want to hit right where we want to stretch, and then you're just going to gently flex forward like so. Yeah, nice little stretch. Those are the two that I would recommend you try. I would say why not go on to one of my stretch videos and have a look at them. There's quite a few on the channel now, and it'll be really good for you to stretch out. So you obviously got some tightness in your hips, and anything where you can take your leg back the other way. So the knee coming up is what you want to avoid. You want the knee going back the other way, but be gentle, yeah, because you've got inflammation there. You need to be a little bit careful, but gentle stretching of that area be ideal for you. Okay. Jenny Hudless, great advice about alternate. Okay, yes, lovely. I'm catching up with the chat. Yes, interesting. So the side works, very difficult for a lot of you. Yvonne, you found it challenging because you've got a little bit of pain in the right side of that groin there. Yes, so obviously when you're doing any of those things, if you do get pain, then modify your exercise or modify the range of the movement. So rather than lifting the leg up, lift it just halfway or something like that. So you're kind of not overdoing it. Wonderful stuff. Carol Neath, hi. Yes, also found the side leg exercises difficult. Felt a bit tight and like cramp. Oh, wow. I can see you all need some side work, don't you? I'm feeling there's a theme coming for next week. Sylvie says, wow, Corina, flexion exercises to avoid for osteopenia and hernia in lumbar area. Roll up, forward stretch, roll down. Roll up, forward stretch, roll down. Yes, Karina, yes, you're quite right. Yes, those are the exercises to avoid. Sorry, I was just reading it again. Yeah, anything where you're going, forward in that direction. What you can do, Karina, there's good suggestions there. The forward stretch. One way I've modified it for someone I work with who's got that is rather than this, you don't want to do this if you've got osteoporosis or osteopenia. But there's nothing to stop you going forward this way, keeping your back straight. And I do that as a way to work with people who've got osteopenia, because you really do get a lovely stretch through here. So you keep the back straight, the tummy muscles in, hands on the legs, and you just slide forward, keeping the back straight, and then come back up. And that's a really nice exercise for someone who needs to avoid flexion. Okay. Oh, Amber says, thank you for the welcome and have a lovely day. And to you, Amber. You have a lovely evening in Australia. Helena Nagar says, what is the exercise ball called, please? Is there a particular size it's best? Should the ball be proportionate to size to my height? Okay, good questions, Helen. So they're called different things. Generally, if you look for Pilates over ball, so that's OVER, and then new word ball, BALL. They sell them on Amazon, but there's lots of, depending on where you are, Helen, there's lots of, I'm in the UK, so I buy from this company because they're a small independent company and I like to support smaller businesses. They're called Pilates Mad, and this is a 7-inch over ball. So I hope that helps. So 7 inches. And no, it doesn't need to be in proportion to your height because it's a small one. If you're working with a Swiss ball, you know, the big balls, they do need to be more in proportion to your height because obviously you've got to sit on them and they've got to work with your leg length. But these, they don't, because this is more of a prop. We call these Pilates props. They're things to aid your movement or challenge your movement further. So that's an oval ball, 7 inches in diameter, and you can get them from Pilates Mad. You can also get them from Amazon and lots of other websites. I would just put it in Google. Shouldn't be more than between something like £5 to £8 is more or less what they cost. So yeah, they're really cheap and they're great. All right, I'm going to have to sign off shortly. Let me see what other questions we had. Hannah says, hello, Rachel. Can you please tell me how to tell if it's a flexibility problem or a mobility problem? Oh, that's a really good question, isn't it? Oh, I like that, Hannah. I guess it would depend on what part of the body we're talking about. Flexibility will be when you feel tightness. Generally, this is how I would look at it. Flexibility will be when you feel tightness in the muscles. And mobility will be when you feel restriction in the joint. Does that make sense? So let me demonstrate. That's such a good question. I like that. So if I have my leg here and I want to extend it, and as I start to lift, I'm feeling it here, pulling and tightness in my muscle. That's a flexibility problem. If I'm trying to do the same movement, but I'm finding it difficult to extend the leg from the knee, then that becomes a mobility problem. So I often refer to mobility as the joints and flexibility as the muscles. So you want your joints to be mobile, to be able to move in each direction like this. In order to do that, the muscles, which are attached to the joints, they need to be flexible enough that they can move in both directions. So I hope that made sense to you. Great, some great questions today. Oh, Susan's just told me about her dog. She's got a cockapoo called Otis, 4 years old. Your fur baby looks so cute. Love it when she makes an appearance. Thank you very much. All right, well, I think I'm going to leave it there for you today. My dog is asleep at the moment, so Boo, do you want to come and say hello? No, she's in dreamland. We'll see if we can get her to appear next week. But I've got a note about side work, energizing work, and more challenging. So that's what we will do next week. Please do subscribe if you can, and please do tell any of your friends about me or family. I've got exercises for all levels. I've got lots of senior workouts on the channel. So if anyone's got parents or uncles, aunts who might need to do some exercise, do encourage them to have a look. All right, thank you very, very much for joining me today. So lovely to have you here. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll look forward to seeing you same time next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now. Bye-bye.